What's up? We back again. Same spit, different face podcast. And this time I'm on with Chicago artist 7 p.m. Some call him International 7, Magnificent 7, or Mr. Mogul Life. I'll let him introduce himself.
Yeah, what's good, fans? Bit different face. The 7 p.m. man coming out of Inglewood, Shot Town. You feel me?
Okay.
Shit, we just back at work.
Back at work. I actually seen a few pictures yesterday from a video you were shooting. What's going on with that?
Oh, that was a video, man, with me and my partner, Fat Play. Hardaway really is he did a remix on his mixtape, but we had one in the can anyway, so we went on and shot the video for it. It's gonna be on the Interception mixtape. The Interception mixtape out of the M3 compilation.
Okay. Why the interception?
Because we taking everybody beat and running into the house.
Oh man,
Deion Sanders style.
That's dope right there. I like the way that sounds. That's a great concept. So
Absolutely.
I am real familiar with your work. So what's going? I was a fan of Grand Events and Great Night 1. What's going on with Grand Events and Great Nights 2?
Man, I'm trying to put that together, man. Everybody that tuned in to that pretty much has been saying the same thing. I was working on my first album called Empowerment, so I've been really busy on that. So with that happening, I kind of can Grand Events Great Nights too, but I'm definitely bringing it back. But we've been working on Interception, man. But yeah, that's coming back very soon.
Okay. One thing that I think I've seen people get confused about sometimes. M3 or Mogul Life? Like, is Mogul Life the label or M3? And what does M3 exactly stand for?
Actually, M3 is the label. It is the actual record label, but it's turned out to be a little bigger than just records. So a branch of M3 INTerActions, which is everything that is us. 7 p.m. Fair Play, LSB, E-Swiss, and everybody else that is an interaction. So up under that, Mogul Life is our fashion line. That is our creative apparel. So it's basically Mogul Life has took on a life of its own as well. So man, everything falls under the M3 umbrella though.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all interactions with M3.
Okay, yeah. I am actually seeing, like, even when I go to the hashtag on Instagram to do a little background check of it, I'm seeing that it looked like people really fucking with it, and when I go on it and I actually go back, I see that y'all some of the first people to put glitter on the shirts. Can you explain how you came up with that idea?
Oh, basically, man, I just wanted to. I loved pretty much everything about the NBA. Let's just say that.
Okay.
And I absolutely loved like buying the jerseys and everything that they had going with it, the way they marketed and all that. So basically, I seen a way for me to almost compete with them and come out with my own style of my own. It's basically a style that we created, and it seemed to blossom all across the city and probably even across the country right now. But I just knew I could compete with the style that I had. Basically, that style hadn't been done, and the way we do it hadn't been done. Of course, it's being done now, but we were doing it like before pretty much anybody. Only people I could think about that was out doing what we're doing would be No Talking. Because I remember we had a meeting early. You know what I mean? But everybody else, they know where the wave started at. Okay. But it's cool to
surf. Excuse me, had to clear my throat. Jeez. But, I do my research, man, and I really take pride in what I do. So I'm going to ask you something that you probably don't talk about that many people probably don't know. I heard that T.I. tried to buy a record from you at one time. Is there any truth to that?
Absolutely. That was through Urban Grind TV, man. They had something worked out to where I was gonna sell a record to T.I., man. But not necessarily my naiveness, but it just might have been in my business savvy to not do it. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But
okay.
in hindsight, it looked like I could have used that capital, but it might have been my best move to not do it because that song has been acquired, and I got a feeling it'll do better for me the way I did it.
Okay. That's good. So, how is it being an artist and a CEO?
It is, I would say, it's stressful. I'm at the what's the word? I'm not on the ground of it. I'm on like the next level off the ground. So we just really made it off the ground. If I was at the top level, this would be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But doing it from the ground, it's just a lot more work. But I absolutely love it because I believe in the end everything will be worth it.
Okay, that's a good answer. Do you have any plans since we talked about fashion? Do you have any plans of trying to break into the shoes or maybe the jeans? Because as of right now, I've seen hats, jerseys, shirts, scullies, hoodies, but do you have anything to go with the footwear?
I've been absolutely starting to research how to get that done. I was honestly just waiting on somebody else to like make an awesome shoe, not named Kanye or Michael. You know what I mean? But as I see it, doesn't seem like anybody wants to drive into that lane. But shout out to Fashion Geek because they got a collaboration with Puma, so I see they definitely making that style of move. But other than them, I've seen nobody doing it. So I definitely would like to put the whole package together for all my people that rep Demeanor and the Mobile Life brand. I definitely would like to head the tone, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Um, it's being early in the year. We just really getting into the second quarter, finishing up the first quarter. How do you feel the year has went so far for you and your artists?
Man, I believe it's been a wonderful year this year. I kicked the year off with my video Bagging Up. Pretty much dropped on King Day for King, you feel me?
Okay,
It
yeah. I
did
saw
very well.
bagging up. I saw it with
Yeah, it
corporate in
did
it.
very well on World Star. It's doing well on YouTube. It's doing well on Instagram. It's doing well on all the platforms. And soon, 7 p.m. .tv will be its own media player. So, like, you can go to straight to 7 p.m. and you don't have to worry about going through to YouTube. You can click the video on 7 p.m. .tv and it'll widescreen strictly from 7 p.m. .tv. There's no second party involved, no more.
Speaking of the
You can
web,
buy you can buy the music like that as well.
speaking of the website, is it someplace people can go to get the clothes?
Absolutely, 7 p.m. .tv. If
Okay.
you just on Instagram or something like that, it's Mogul Living, MOGULLIVIN. You can DM that, or you can always call the website. It's 208-779-1862, or just go to m3int.tv or 7pm.tv.
Okay. Now, I've done my research already, as I said. I've looked on the internet, I've backtracked, I've scrolled through your Facebook, all your pages. I know what makes you different. But for the people who haven't heard from you, what makes you different from the typical Chicago artist or the typical artist that's a street rapper right now or an intelligent street rapper? What makes Seven stand out to the people?
I mean, just to be honest, man, I guess it's experience, man. Everybody, they always telling you, man, I made it out, I made it, I did this, that, man. You're only 25, it's still happening, you know what I'm saying? Just to be honest, the experience I got, and I guess I'm what you would call a hood veteran, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But I'm in no way, trying to glorify the hood lifestyle. Of course, we trying to make the hood glamorous now. You know what I mean? We trying to change what the hood even means. R.I.P. Nipsey. You feel me?
Yeah, man, that was a great transition because when you said change what the hood mean, I was actually gonna ask you what are your thoughts on the Nipsey situation, man. Like I'm not gonna lie and act like I knew all his music and I listened to everything, but just seeing how it went through social media, I can tell that he meant a lot to LA and a lot to the community. And I was just finding out that he had businesses I didn't even think of. Like he had a place that sold weave. He was doing a barber shop. He had like a t-shirt type store. He had the marathon clothing, man. What are your plans to try to elevate? And what do you think about what Nipsey meant to LA and even just to the hip hop game, coming out and marketing himself by selling his CD for $100?
Honestly, I was up on his philanthropy, but I was kind of ignorant to his genius because I'm just really finding out about some of the things he was doing tech wise, and that's what I'm on. I need the hood to be tech savvy because that's where the world's going. So we definitely need people that's used to just using scales and guns, man, to learn how to use lasers and build apps and you know what I mean, do things different because it's a lot of ways to prosper out here, but we're sometimes not exposed to.
Speaking of,
But man, Nipsey with the smart clothing or whatever that was, I seen something earlier where you had put your phone over a certain logo on his shirt and he showed his video. Like it was genius as far as commerce and as well as promotion. You know what I mean? Like not only getting you to see his art, at the same time he's making capital off of it, and it reciprocates. It's the reason why he just had his funeral, and everybody from the only people that didn't have nothing good to say was like the KKK. Like every other thing you could think of was like I say, Cribs, the Bloods, the Mexicans, the Nation of Islam, Barack Obama, Donald Trump didn't come out and hate, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an honor. He ain't come out and just hate. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So, he had to be an honorable guy, man. We had one person say nothing to the effect of he was even like a bad person, let alone like a terrible guy. But everybody's saying he awesome. But that smart thing was something I missed. I didn't catch that.
Okay. I kind of got I got two more questions remaining for you. Now,
Gotcha.
the second one, man, you seem to be real wise and you seem like you got a lot to pass on to the younger generation. If this happened to come back Kodak Black, what would you say to him to teach him how to handle this in the future and even how to just handle it right now as he in the thick of it? And it seemed that he not willing to backtrack or apologize, and the society not willing to let him apologize and backtrack. How would you advise him if he was your artist?
It's the gift and the curse, man. The platform. Basically what J. Cole said in his rhyme. Just wish he had more guidance around him. You know what I mean? Like if he had an OG, I kind of think that'd put him in perspective. And then this is like I say, the gift and the curse. The platform. There's people out there like, yo, Kodak ain't wrong. You know what I mean? So, it's like, nowadays it's this reality and then it's the reality. You know what I mean? Meaning like love and hip hop, that's the reality. You know what I mean? Like, like it's beat with drama. You know what I mean? Right now, to me, he's turned into like 6ix9ine. You know what I mean?
I definitely see some of that in him.
Yeah, to me, that's all it was. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's that ignorant to what's going on. He getting pulled off radio stations, so that definitely isn't helping the cause. Because he makes songs, he needs his songs on the radio. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just, it's the give and the curse, man. It's just, as a man, you always got to look at yourself and see if that felt good. You know what I mean? Sometimes people would. One thing that's bad out here is nowadays other people can make you feel good about something you did. You should always have to check in with you. If it makes you feel good, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing I actually think about that situation, just from my perspective, is he wasn't disrespectful in what he said. His timing was disrespectful. Like
that's what happened. Like I said, it's totally the platform. If he would have just said that, that'd have been a video that leaked like 2 months later
Yeah.
or something. He just happened to be on his actual live. His homie was recording him.
Yeah, it was
You know
terrible timing, trash.
It's the age of, it's the Instagram age. That's all.
Right.
Things happen right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was definitely trash.
Because I don't think it was one person that heard it like disagreed. Everybody like that slammed Lauren. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody gonna say it like, yo, you know, I'm gonna like, man, I'm gonna give her, you know, the way he did it, it was kind of sinister. But
yeah.
I feel like everybody got that thought right there. Like,
okay,
you know, Lauren's beautiful, and she's absolutely, you can see her as a queen now.
Man.
You know what I mean? So you definitely, you got her in a different light right now. So she's only been heightened as what's the word, a crush or whatever.
To backtrack something old, a song called Brick House. She is prime real estate. Yep. No disrespect.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Like,
but
for real. It ain't one person. Like you ain't gonna be able to talk to one person. They gonna be like, yo, I wouldn't slam Beyonce if I called her. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it was slam.
Okay, so
anybody would slam Beyonce.
Now, this is my last thing, man, because, and I don't want to get too personal, but I did hear you mention the tech, man, and something came across my attention which really gave me, I listened to your music with a different perspective, and I looked at you with a different perspective when I heard this. I heard that instead of sending your daughter to like cheerleading camp or basketball camp or softball or, you know, something that we typically send black children to do, or some type of dancing class, you sent her to a coding or a tech class. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because I want other people to, like you say, we need to start letting our people know to think for the future. Yeah, because if we aiming for the job that's here now, by the time our kid get there, that job won't be there. So we got to work ahead for them.
Yeah, buddy. You see, they already got robots at McDonald's, so.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I basically caught that idea, man, through a friend of mine, and I seen that they were doing like coding classes. You know what I mean? So basically, my daughter is a computer. Like, she got her first iPad at 1. You know what I mean? Like sincerely, it was just. I always knew that tech would help our kids. Okay, it's a hindrance as well. We got it to where, you know, the little Momo thing lasted or whatever that was. You know what I mean? Things like that happen, but in the same token, all the information is pretty much at your disposal. So I always wanted her to be super tech savvy. So that was just part of getting her makeup. You know, when she grows up, that's going to just be part of her makeup. And you know, my daughter wants to be a doctor, so it'll be something she'll do that is uber impactful. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I just want to make sure she had every skill to be the baby queen that she is.
Man, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. You know, I'm not gonna hold you for too much longer, but what I actually want you to do right now is just get the people all your information. So your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, give them your website again, tell them what your clothing line is, and tell them what your next project you got coming out. Don't leave nothing out, man.
I got, well, basically, if you follow me, everything social is 7PM3.
Okay, 7PM3.
That's the number 7. Yep, that's the number 7, the letter P, M3. That's everything. That's Instagram. That's Twitter, that's Vimeo, that's everything like that. But basically, anything else, you can pretty much catch me at 7pm.tv. 7pm.tv is basically where you can catch anything 7 p.m. You know, it used to be 7 p.m. network, now it's 7pm.tv. Okay. Or if you just want to catch me as a profile, like I'm an artist profile on m3int.tv. They got the whole squad. That's Fair Play, that's LSB, that's Young Gorilla, that's E-Swizz, you know, Lynn J. Matter of fact, wait, she's Lynn J still. I was saying she changed her name, but yeah, everything you're looking for with 7, just type it in 7pm3, or just type out the actual name SEVEN and you get me. I'm the only 7 p.m. in the world.
Okay, man. Mr. International, 7 p.m. I'd like to thank you for joining the podcast. Once again, everybody, this is Same Spit, Different Face podcast, where it's based on my opinion, not fact. And if you don't like my opinion, start your own podcast. I'm out.